Hey folks, you know what? I decided to do another episode of the lesson series. This is a beginning guitar lesson. So if you're further along than a beginner, then you might not want to watch this, but you may want to as well. You might learn something. You never know. And this was inspired because I ran into a young man at our annual bus picnic who said, "Oh, I just got my guitar and I'm very excited and I'm learning." Okay, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to do this for him and I'm going to do it for all of you as well. And this lesson comes out of Mel Bay's Book One, which is what I started with when I was back in the 80s when I first started. It's a Mel Bay Book One. And I was flipping through the book and I found this tune here, Amazing Grace. And I thought, you know what? I know that song. And so that's what I did. I said, I'm going to learn that song. That's the first song I learned. And so if you're like a super beginner like I was, you had not really messed with guitar much before, or not at all, then you can still learn this song, because that's how I learned it, and I taught it to myself. All right, now, a couple of things I want to establish here is we've got 6 strings. We're in what's known as standard tuning. So start at the thickest string, or the lowest in pitch, and when I say the lowest string, I'm not talking about the one towards the floor. I'm talking about the lowest in pitch. The strings go up, E, A, D, G, B, E. And I would encourage you to memorize that so that you've got the strings down. You know what the pitches are supposed to be. E, A, D, G, B, E. And that's known as standard tuning. Okay, now, which is really what most guitar is done in. All right, the next thing I will say is, for the sake of this video, I'm going to refer to the thickest string as string 6, and the thinnest is string 1. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And that's just how we're going to do it. Now, what you'll notice as you play these strings, E, A, D, G, B, E, is the top string, or the thinnest string is an E, and the thickest string is an E. They're 2 octaves apart, all right? Why is that important to know? I don't know, but you should know it at some point. Might as well be today, right? So anyway, okay, so here we go. Amazing Grace. The other thing I would always encourage you to do is to use a metronome when you're playing, all right? And lastly, I have my fingers, and your fingers when you look at music are numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. So my 1 finger I'm going to use if I have a note on the 1st fret. My 2 finger I'm going to use if I have a note on the 2nd fret. My 3, the 3rd fret, and my 4th, or pinky, the 4th fret. All right? And that's the basic way to look at positional playing, which is how Mel Bay teaches you to play. All right, the other part is I'm using a strap. You don't have to have a strap. I use it because I have a big gut, and it makes it just a whole lot easier for me. And lastly, grab a metronome. Okay, I'm using this one. It's just called Metronome. I got it off the Google Play Store because I got an Android phone. And I'm playing this song in 3/4 time, which means there are 3 beats in every measure. All right? Now, let me go ahead and get this thing going. Hear it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so what the metronome's going to do for you is it's going to make it where you're playing in rhythm, and it'll eventually become a habit, sort of a muscle memory thing within your body and in your mind, where you'll just be in rhythm. Now, one thing this has is called a pickup note, which means we're going to count, and the note's going to come on the last beat of the first measure of the tune. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So you can see how that kind of came in on the last note. So, Amazing Grace, here we go. Let me teach you how to play it now. And like I said, we're going to go numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just for the ease of talking about these strings. All right, so this starts out, the first note is an open note, which means you do not put your fingers on the fretboard. These are the frets, right? This is the fretboard. It's just open, and it's the 4th string. It's just open. The second note is the 3rd string open. 3rd note is the 2nd string open. 4th note, 3rd string. 5th note, 2nd string. Okay, so we got all that without ever putting our fingers on the fretboard. Right? Now, we're going to take our 2nd finger and we're going to put it on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string for our next note. Okay? Then the next note is that string open again. Then we're going to kind of copy all that on the 4th string. Excuse me. All right, we're going to go 2nd fret, 4th string, and then open 4th string. All right, so here's what we have so far. All right, then we're going to do that basically over again until almost till the end. So we're going to go. All right, so open 4, open 3, open 2, open 3, open 2, 2nd fret, 3rd string, and then 3rd fret, 2nd string. We're using our 3rd finger. Then open string, open 2nd string, 3rd fret, 2nd string, 3rd fret, 2nd string, open 2nd string. Excuse me. Open 3rd string. All right, so let's go to that note because I kind of messed up there and I don't want you to get confused. All right, so here we go. Okay, and then we got open 4th string, 2nd fret 4th string, open 3rd string twice, and then 2nd fret 3rd string, 4th string, excuse me, open 4th string, and then basically we're going to do the beginning again. And then 2nd fret 3rd string, open 3rd string, and that's where the song ends. All right, so let me play it again for you. 1, 2. All right, folks, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to get in touch with me. Like I said, this is Amazing Grace. It's the very first song I ever learned. I learned it out of the Mel Bay book. So, hey, happy motoring. Hey, folks, please drop me a comment and let me know where you're watching from. And if you like this content, please like and subscribe.
hey, thanks for watching.